Hello everyone, welcome to Love and Light Tarot. We are doing a reading today to find out why is your person avoiding you these days. So if you are in a connection or a relationship with somebody where you have suddenly felt a shift in the energy, you feel like this person is avoiding you, they are probably pulling away from this connection. Let us find out why. Now, to save on some time, I have already shuffled and pulled the cards. So what I see here is basically somebody. Now this could be your energy or this could be the other person. Take it how it applies in your situation. Please do not forcibly fit it in your situation. Okay, if this is your story, you will definitely know which side you are on. Now, one person in this connection is somebody who has a position of respect, authority, a lot of responsibility at their workplace. This could be somebody who has a business of their own, or this could be a CEO in some organization, somebody at a very high position, a very respected and authoritative position at their workplace. They could be leading a team of people who look up to them, respect them, who are probably dependent on them in some way. This is also somebody who could be married, who probably has children from that relationship. I feel that this person that you're dealing with now, please understand that this could be your energy also. So if this is resonating with your energy, it means that I'm picking up on your energy and this could be your situation. Okay, so take it how it applies. So this person is somebody who is extremely careful and concerned about their reputation in general, in society, at the workplace. They are extremely careful about how people perceive them, how they keep up their image in the society. They do not like any kind of gossip, any kind of controversies or anything said about them, because naturally it's going to affect their family life, it's going to affect their career. So this could also be somebody who is always in the limelight, or people recognize this person, people have a certain image about this person. For some people, this could be your boss, okay, if you are in a relationship with your boss. So that could also be a possibility. Now, this person looks at you as a fantasy, as a distraction. The word I just heard was forbidden fruit. So this could be a connection which is secret. They probably do not want this secret to come out in the open. They don't want people to gossip about this connection, or they are worried if their family or somebody from their organization finds out about this. So there could be a lot of pressure on this person right now, not just about this connection, but also family pressure. This could be work pressure, extremely stressful working conditions. Even if this person is a business owner, they are the leader, they have a lot on their plate. Financial responsibilities, family responsibilities, workplace, which is very time consuming, and maybe their decisions are such that they affect a lot of people. So this person always has to be at the top of whatever it is that they are doing. They cannot let any slip or any how do you say that, maybe a slip or some sort of a mistake can just ruin everything for them. They look at you as somebody who brings warmth, sunshine, laughter, love, affection in their life. And if you look at this image, this is somebody who could be younger. So you may have an age gap with this person, or this is somebody who is very, very different in terms of personality. So one could be slightly an introvert, the other could be an extrovert, or maybe, other person in this connection likes to have fun, likes to enjoy life. It's not that the other person in this connection has had a very easy life. No, If that is your situation, if you relate to that energy of the fun loving, carefree kind of a person, I don't mean to say that you have had everything easy in your life, everything has been great, it's a bed of roses. No, you have had your share of unpleasant things and a lot of ups and downs in your life, but somehow your personality was shaped in a way where you tried to overcome these obstacles. And in spite of that, you kept that childlike spirit and the fun loving spirit inside you alive. This person, on the other hand, has become very serious, very mature, and extremely cold and calculative, probably a little aloof and serious and a no nonsense kind of a person. So, this difference in your personality is something which is a huge difference, but they find it extremely attractive. They find excitement, passion, adventure, a sense of a fresh energy in their life because you have entered their life. Now, this exactly is the reason why they are overwhelmed, because they know that this energy that you bring to their life is something that cannot be sustained over a long period of time. Because this person has a life which is full of responsibilities, full of authority, a lot of things that need to be managed. They are probably in a position where they are feeling stuck, they are feeling left out in the cold because they are often misunderstood. They are at the top where they feel that nobody can actually understand where they stand and how challenging it is for someone to be in that position. They have to take care of everybody, but unfortunately nobody can actually reach that level where they can take care of this person. Like they say, it's lonely at the top. So this person is facing a situation or a dilemma where they know that you bring a lot of warmth, sunshine, happiness, a lot of fun, freshness in their life, but this is something which unfortunately will have to remain as a fantasy, as a daydream, as wishful thinking in their life. This is not something that can be a permanent thing in their life, because they cannot give up their responsibilities, they cannot give up their family life, they cannot take the risk of having this connection, this relationship with you out in the open, or publicly acknowledge it. So they feel that they are not just abandoning you or putting you in a position where it's like they cannot give you more than what they can give you right now, but they also feel left out, and they also feel sad and heartbroken because they would have loved to have this connection with you for a lifetime. They would have absolutely loved to have you as part of their life, where they could openly acknowledge you, your relationship, openly give you all the things that they wanted to. This is a giver, this is a provider. They take pride in taking care of people. They take pride in the fact that people depend on them, but it has also made them extremely selfish, calculative, extremely ruthless. Because if they can provide, if they can nurture, if they can take care of people and always be there for everybody, they also have the side where they can take it away all at once. If they feel threatened in any way, if they feel like their position, their authority, their status, their image in society is going to be affected in any way, they can be ruthless to take it all away and just cut off communication, cut off all relationships and walk away. It will make them sad. There is probably a little bit of guilt also, guilt, disappointment, a sense of leaving somebody out in the cold, but it's short lived, because this person will eventually convince themselves that this was the best possible option. They will convince themselves that this had to be done for your highest good, for their highest good, and somehow they will try to normalize this situation. They will try to give excuses and make it look like that was the best decision ever. what is happening next? If this situation has resonated so far, it would be better to take a personal reading, because I feel that this person has mixed feelings about reconciliation or about giving you what exactly you need. Okay, there is still a lot of love. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you could be this water sign. I also see Gemini, strong Aries. There is also Taurus energy here, but mostly it is Aries, Gemini, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's just an additional confirmation, doesn't have to be, okay? But now this person is thinking how to basically give you what you want. Now, some people I think have already started pulling away, cutting off communication, and that is exactly why you're watching this reading, because you feel that this person is avoiding you. And yes, they are avoiding you. Okay, they are slowly cutting back on the communication. The messages have reduced, the calls have reduced, or probably they have hinted at a breakup, or some of you could have already broken up. You could be at different stages in this particular journey, but the bottom line is that yes, this person has started pulling away and avoiding you, and it is feeling like this is slipping out of your hands. It's almost like trying to hold a fistful of sand, and it's just slipping away through your fingers and you cannot do anything about it. It's that kind of a helpless feeling that you are going through right now. It's miserable, and I can completely sense your energy because you want to desperately hold on to this connection. Some people are still hopeful, some people are losing hope, but there is definitely a sense where you want this connection to restart, and this person has made up their mind that it's not working out. They cannot do anything more. They cannot give their 100%. They cannot even give 50% to this connection. To be very honest, with the kind of life that they have, with the kind of responsibilities and the pressure that they have, they cannot give you even a fraction of what you can give them or what you have been giving them. And it's overwhelming for this person because they are somewhat of a perfectionist. If they want to do something, they will do very well. Otherwise, they just don't want to do it because they get overwhelmed. The thought of not being able to give you something fully is stressing them out. They feel that it's an additional burden or an additional responsibility to take care of you and this connection, which is something that they just cannot do at this point. Lust, not love. Passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good sex, right? So for some of you, I think you are already feeling that this person has used you. They probably just had a good time, and with the fantasy and the forbidden fruit and all these messages coming up earlier in the reading, it does feel like they were more attracted to the idea of having somebody like you in their life. It was a breath of fresh air. It was something of a distraction. Now this distraction turned to a point where it started messing around with their daily work, their family life, their responsibilities, and that is when this person actually realized that they cannot do this anymore, because this distraction was getting to a point where it started getting uncomfortable for them. You, on the other hand, probably feel that they were playing games with you. This was all, mind games, and this was done just purely for physical pleasure. And now that they don't need you anymore, they are avoiding you. Yes, it could be true. For some people, yes, it could be true, because this person actually is extremely attracted to you physically, sexually, and that was definitely the biggest factor in this connection. They felt drawn to you like a magnet, and that was the biggest factor for both of you staying together. Now, for some reason, if this person is not able to give you time and attention and not able to meet you regularly because of all these factors in their life, they have a sense of frustration as well, that like, I'm just not getting what I actually wanted, and there's no point of dragging this connection, because anyway neither of us are getting what we had expected from this connection. You feel, or you fear, that there is some sort of cheating going on. This person could be cheating on you. Now, if you are already aware that this person is in another connection, they are married, or they have a parallel life going on, then you are the third party in this situation, right? So basically you knew that they were already committed and you are the third party. So I don't really see that this person is cheating on you in the sense that they are hooking up with other people and there are multiple people, simply because this person does not have the time, does not have the energy, does not have the bandwidth to do anything like this. They can barely get any time for themselves. So I don't really see that this person is cheating on you with somebody else, but yes, they are definitely focusing on their married life or their children. We have the 10 of cups here, we also have temperance along with king of coins. So this person is definitely focusing more on providing for their family, for their business, for the people who are directly dependent on them. And at this point, this connection with you is turning out to be a huge emotional burden for this person. I know it's a very selfish energy, I know it's very hurtful, but the advice for you, I'm going to take a quick advice for you. You have to take a leap of faith forward and you have to move on with your life. You need to see the red flags for the way they are, stop sugarcoating, stop being too hopeful and optimistic. This is always going to be a third party connection where their family, their work, their priorities, their authority, responsibility, job pressure, everything is always going to be the obstacle or the block in your relationship. It is always going to be a third party factor between the two of you. You have to accept it for what it is. So you have to now make a choice whether you want to stay stuck in this connection where you're getting breadcrumbs, or you have to take a leap of faith and move on towards something or someone better. Even if you don't want to get into a relationship with anybody else, you still have to make a choice whether you should move out of this, free yourself and live life on your terms instead of waiting for the bare minimum or waiting for the breadcrumbs. Okay, my love, so this is what I have for you today, and let me know if this helped, resonated. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well if you haven't already. I will see you again for another reading next time. Till then, love and light to all. Bye bye for now.